They're part of the secret ingredient that helped Gato's Pastizzi grow. The brothers you're talking about are Charlie and Joe. So Joe first came to the business to help his father in the early 80s, and then in the late 80s Charlie came in because there was a demand there and Dad needed a hand. And they brought an extra set of skills, an extra set of brains, if you would, to the business. And they focused really hard on growing the business, on growing the brand. They focused on the recipes. They focused on expanding the range. In the early days, there were only a couple of flavors. And they basically worked hard. They were working 7 days a week. So, some of them would say they would work in 8 days a week, but they were working very hard to make the business a success. And, there was a lot of pride within the business. So they loved what Dad was doing. They could see what Dad was doing, and they became part of the Gato's Pastizzi journey. They're part of the secret ingredient that helped Gato's Pastizzi grow. So yeah, Gaetano, who started it, or hence his name is Gato, that was his nickname, but the two boys coming into the business is really what elevated it and took it to the next level. Gato's Pastizzi stands for family, it stands for community, it stands for everyone just, being together and sharing the pastry, So I think him bringing his kids into the business made such a big difference to the actual business itself, because then it wasn't just Gaetano, it was the entire family. And although he had those two boys working in there full time, they had their wives in there were kids in there were grandkids in there over the years who also got involved. So it really became a family business in that sense.